And hell, this next one is a crazy article, folks. We got a Loyola professor. You sitting down for this? A Loyola professor claiming that organized pantries are rooted in racist and sexist social structures. This is so insane. It's so insane. Everything is freaking racist, man. It's nuts. We've seen and done articles over the past 2 years since the inception of the show. Exercising was racist. Band-Aids have been racist. You taking time off work has been racist. I mean, you name it, it's probably racist. So there's a recent TikTok trend of showing off perfectly organized and styled home pantries. And they're saying it is rooted in a history of classic racist and sexist social structures, according to one Chicago professor. Of course, it has to be from Chicago. Do you think Chicago's left or you think it's right? It's extremely far left. These people don't have anything better to do. So through her research at Loyola University, Associate Professor of Marketing, Jenna Drenton, noticed a recent uptick in what she calls pantry porn. A plethora of social media videos where women show off their fully stocked kitchen and methodically organized home supplies. God forbid you have a house that's stocked full of food and supplies, as well as just the fact that it's organized, and somehow that's racist. So while minimalist designs used to present an anti-consumption mindset of using less and buying less, the new minimalism, according to Drenton, means more is more, so long as it's not dirty or clustered. Historically, Drenton says that tidiness is intertwined with status, and a person's messiness often breeds assumptions about a person's capacity to be responsible and respectable. It's so crazy. Quote, cleanliness has historically been used as a cultural gatekeeping mechanism to reinforce status distinctions based on a vague understanding of niceness. Nice people with nice yards and nice houses make for nice neighborhoods, Drenton writes. What lies beneath the surface of this anti-messiness, pro-niceness stance is a history of classist, racist, and sexist social structures. So because you're orderly, folks, because you keep your house maintained and in good order, somehow you're a racist now. By the way, I'm somebody that likes things very neat. If you were to walk into my classroom, everything is always scrubbed down. I disinfect everything. Everything's always very neat and tidy and clean. But somehow that makes me a racist. As to why, hell, I don't know. Tracing the pantry to the late 1800s, Drenton says the butler's pantry acted as an architectural touchstone of the wealthy. This is an amazing connection. By amazing, I just mean completely asinine. This small space tucked between the kitchen and dining room. I can't do it. Was a marker of status. I can never make it through these articles. I start sweating because I'm trying to not laugh and just read it to you guys and get through it. But it's crazy that these people are getting paid six figures to write this stupid crap. Let's get through it. An area to hide both the food and the people who prepared it. Drenton, citing her research, claims these viral videos of uniformly labeled and symmetrically placed supply bins, ingredient containers, and shelves are created by predominantly white women and act as a new status symbol for what it looks like to maintain a nice, well-kept home. You freaking racist. Oh my God. It goes even further. I mean, it's really just asinine that there's people out here that actually think that this stuff is even remotely connected in some way, shape, or form. I mean, it is so out there, it is head spinning. You want to know another thing that's out there that's kind of connected to this whole movement of everything's racist and that you're racist without being racist and you have to pay for the injustices of somebody else that was actually a racist in the past? Well, something we didn't really highlight that much, and this is connected to the story that I was just talking about, is San Francisco board open to reparations with $5 million in payouts, you guys. So payments of $5 million to every eligible Black adult. So if there's a couple, that's $10 million. The elimination of personal debt and tax burdens, guaranteed annual incomes of at least $97,000 for 250 years, and homes in San Francisco for just $1 a family. Yes, you heard that correctly. Something they're proposing, and they actually listened to, was giving every eligible Black adult $5 million, plus eliminating all their debt, all their tax burdens. They're guaranteed at least a salary of $97,000 for 250 years, and they get to buy any home they want for $1. This is how crazy it's gone. These were some of the more than 100 recommendations made by city appointee reparations committee tasked with the thorny question of how to atone for centuries of slavery and systematic racism. Look, you made your shot many, many years ago. It's not going to work out, unfortunately. There was a time when we should have gave reparations, not anymore. If it's taken you multiple generations to fork your family tree, there's probably something a lot deeper going on than just giving you money and a handout, because Lord only knows how you're going to spend it. And maybe you'll spend it very wisely. Maybe you'll make good investments. But where are you going to get $5 million for every black person? Because we just saw in yesterday's episode where literally they want to give people hundreds of thousands of dollars to every black person. Literally every black person, regardless of whether you were connected to slavery or not, you get reparations. And I said you could have an opportunity or a chance where literally you're giving one black person reparations, and that black person's family was actually slaveholders of the family of which you're giving reparations to as well. Literally, this guy over here that you're giving reparations to that's black could have enslaved this family over here that's black as well, and they're both getting reparations, even though he's the one that caused the injustice. But he's getting reparations for it. I mean, it's so insane. These people, and they're, like I said, they're idiots. Everybody's idiots. From Silicon Valley Bank, idiots, to the government, idiots, to California, idiots. I mean, it is so rampant full of idiots that everybody's sitting there proposing just asinine things about, well, $5 million. How do you come up with that? How do you get that number in your head? Everybody's life has been different. Everybody's been given different opportunities. Everybody's had different luck. Not everybody needs, $5 million is insane. It's insane. And just to wipe out all debt. But this is what they want to do. What do you guys think about this? Do you think every eligible black person should get $5 million, eliminate all debt, tax burdens, guaranteed annual income of at least $97,000, which is way more than the median household income across the United States? Also, they get that for 250 years, plus any home for $1 in San Francisco. What do you think about all that? How do you come up with this stuff? It's like throwing a dart at a board. Like everybody just came up with a bunch of ideas and they were just throwing darts at it. Be like, okay, whatever stands, that's what we're going to go with. All right, Jerome, you go and throw a dart at the board. Boom. Lands on tax burdens. All right, Bethy, write that down. Okay, that's something we're going to propose. Okay, Jim, go ahead and throw a dart. Boom, personal debt. Perfect, Bethy. Go ahead and write that down too. We're going to throw that one. Let's see what Clark gets. Clark, throw a dart, buddy. Oh, you're going to do it blindfolded this time? Holy crap. $5 million. God, I wish you would have hit the 10 because we would have went with it. Bethy, $5 million. I mean, it's so insane. It is so insane, these people. What a time to be alive, folks. You got Karine Jean-Pierre, the knucklehead on the podium in the White House, speaking for another knucklehead called the President of the United States. Okay? You got knuckleheads running Senate and House of Representatives. You got the Pentagon saying there's freaking aliens in the outer space all of a sudden. And now you got professors saying that it's freaking racist that you organize your house in your pantry and ask you for $5 million. You don't have to be a freaking descendant of slavery. Have no effects of slavery whatsoever. You still get $5 million. Oh my God, what an episode, you guys. I want to keep going. I mean, there's so much news out there. It's freaking head spinning. I love spending time with you guys, but I don't know if you get bored watching this after a while, you know? But make sure you head over to baldbrad.com, get yourself a copy of the book. And really, folks, if you can do me a huge favor, really, go over to Amazon, if that's where you bought the book, and leave a review for the book. We're trying to climb the ladder, and that is really supporting the show because Amazon highly moves your book up and down. We actually have a ranking on there. So the more reviews you guys put in, the 5-star reviews, the higher the ranking we can go. We can sell more books. And that's the purpose, right? The book is literally Trojan Horse, How the Left is Destroying America. It's to get conservative thought and ideas out there to new readers and new people, heck, even maybe young people that needs that in their life and to see a conservative perspective. So your help and support would be greatly appreciated on that. And folks, go over and get yourself a mug. I'm telling you, you're going to ask Shib. Shib is part of the membership that we got here. Shib is a member, has a cool badge next to his name. We also got Music Junkie in there. We got a bunch of other people part of our members. Become a member, go over and get yourself a mug as well. I mean, folks, you drink this, people are like, hey, who's that guy? Who's Bald Brad? And you're like, hey, that's some knucklehead that I watch, but God, he's funny and entertaining. Head over to baldbrad.com, get yourself some merch, get yourself a coffee mug at the very least, and buy our book, give it to a friend or family member. You know, hell, give it to a Democrat. There's a gift. Well, folks, I hope you have a lovely weekend, a lovely Friday, and we'll be here for tomorrow on Supernatural Saturdays, and then we'll also be back here on Sunday for more of the Bald Brad Show. Folks, I will see you later here on the Bald Brad Show. I hope you enjoyed that clip from the Bald Brad Show. If you did, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all our future content.